Our turkey's in the fridge, so in the meantime, we're gonna make some tasty stock. We have a wonderful backbone here that's full of lots of connective tissue, lots of collagen. We're gonna get a lot of flavor out of it. We also have the neck and a couple of internal organs for good measure. I like to make my stock in the Instant Pot because it's super quick. It only takes about an hour. So the first thing we need to do is turn it on and set it to the saute function. Then we're just gonna take some oil, drizzle that in there. We can season our turkey parts. So just give everybody a nice sprinkling. Okay, so now all our turkey parts are nice and brown. We're gonna turn this off and we're gonna make our stock. So I like to take just a whole onion. You can quarter it. You don't even need to peel it because the skins are just gonna add flavor and color. We've got some marjoram, got some thyme, got a few sage leaves, got some rosemary. We don't need quite this much rosemary. And we're just gonna toss that in there too. And then we want some garlic. You don't need to peel this, you can just smash it. Okay. Throw those in there too. And then finally we have our bag of scraps. And this is just like all this kind of kitchen waste you've generated throughout your cooking. We've got some onion skins. We've got a Parmesan cheese rind in there. We've got fennel fronds. So we're just gonna put some of that in there too. All of these kitchen scraps are just gonna add some nice flavor. Salt. And then we're just gonna top it off with water. Enough to cover is fine. You don't want to go past the max fill line in there. Pressure cook, and we're gonna set it for an hour. There we go. People usually wait until after the turkey's cooked to make the gravy. That's because they like to use the pan juices. But dry brine turkey doesn't really release that many pan juices. That's okay. All you need to make good gravy is a roux and some really good flavorful stock. The first thing we're gonna do is strain our broth. Then we're gonna head on over to the stove and make up a little paste of butter and flour. Cook that till it's nice and golden brown. This is called a roux, and it's what's gonna thicken our gravy. Then we're just gonna slowly add ladles of really nice flavorful stock until we get a luscious gravy. So we've made our gravy pretty far ahead of time, which is fine. It stores really easily. Just let it come to room temperature, cover it, get it in the fridge, and then to reheat, you can either put this bowl directly down into a water bath and stir while it comes back up to temperature, or if you're very brave, you can pour it into a saucepan and gently reheat it over low heat while you stir constantly until you have nice, warm, luscious gravy. Every Thanksgiving dinner needs some cranberry sauce. I always recommend having a couple cans of the congealed stuff because some people freak out if you don't have it. But it's also nice to have like a homemade option, particularly if you add a little booze to it. So the first thing you need to do, rinse your cranberries, pick off any stems, get rid of any like uggos. We are going to add the juice of one orange, but let's go ahead and get some zest from it first. Two's good. Squeeze that in there. And then we need some sugar because cranberries are not a sweet fruit. You want about half a cup. And finally, we're gonna top her off with a couple tablespoons of rum or a quarter cup of rum. Yeah, I just wanna make sure there's enough liquid in there, and there is. Now we're just gonna bring it up to a boil on the stove, probably take about 15 minutes. You just want the berries to burst and release all their juices and everybody to get nice and saucy. The longer you cook them, the more pectin you're going to extract and the more gelled your cranberry sauce is going to be. All right, our cranberry sauce is done, so we're just gonna pour it into a bowl, pop it in the fridge until it's nice and chilled.